Welcome to Algebra 1, CST release question number 18. Here's what it says. Beth is 2 years older than Julio. Okay. Gerald is twice as old as Beth. Alright. Deborah is twice as old as Gerald. Ooh, we got 4 people here. So, and the sum of their ages is 38. How old is Beth? Let's draw a picture. Always a good idea to draw pictures of situations. My amazing pictures here. I'm going to be winning some very prestigious awards for my drawings, I know, later, but it's Beth. Beth is going to have some longer hair. Okay, there's Beth. Amazing hair, Beth. Hi, Beth. Nice to meet you, Beth. Gerald, he's got a faux hawk going on. There's Gerald. Oh, I've got Julio in there too. Let's make that Julio instead of Gerald. I'll keep going in order. Julio's got the faux hawk. Gerald has, what does he have? He's got a mullet. He's got a mullet going on. He's rocking that mullet. This is Gerald. And we have Deborah. Oh, Deborah. What has Deborah got going on? Deborah's got some curly hair. Ooh. Okay. So Deborah's right there. Gerald has the best hair of all of them with the mullet. And so let's do something like this to make this problem easier to solve for. So this is going to be representing down here. I don't know if I'll need this column, or this row actually, but this is going to be their age in terms of variables. So down here, this will be ages, I'll say ages comparatively. And then the sum of their ages will be figuring out as we go through. So Beth is 2 years older, or the sum of their ages is 38, but we're going to figure out how to set up an equation that will allow us to solve for each person's age. So the comparatively to each other, Beth is 2 years older than Julio, Deborah's twice as old as Gerald, blah, blah, blah. And so we've got all that stuff going on. They might not all be the same height, but we're going to pretend they are for now. So Beth is 2 years older than Julio. So let's go with Julio being just plain old X. That'll represent his age, X. So Beth is 2 years older than that. So I would say if Julio is X years old, then Beth would be X plus 2. Gerald is twice as old as Beth, so I'd have for Gerald 2 times the quantity X plus 2. And then Deborah, down here I'll put ages, their final ages, or their actual ages. So this is with variables up here, and this is without variables, we'll put in down there. So Deborah twice as old as Gerald, so we would have 2 times that thing right there. I'm writing it out without simplifying first. And so we have the sum of their ages being 38. And so I could set this whole thing up to be able to solve for X. I could say that X plus 2 plus X plus 2 times the quantity X plus 2, not 2 plus X, but that would actually give me the same thing. But I want to write it like I have up here. Plus, let's think of this as in brackets just to make it a little easier to see what's going on. Remember, brackets are just a special way or another way to write parentheses. It means the same thing. So we have 2 times the quantity, X plus 2, all closed off there. This is supposed to equal, if I add up all their ages, add them up all together, I'm supposed to get 38. And so solving for X would give me Julio's age, and then I could plug in X into these other ones to get the ages of everybody else. And so I've got X plus 2 plus X. I'm going to take care of all my distributing right now. So I'm distributing a positive 2 right here, distributing a 2 right here as well. So this would give me plus 2x plus 4 plus, and then I'm going to keep this bracket here for now, and then I would have 2x plus 4 again right there. Now I've got one more thing to distribute, this 2, this positive 2 to both parts here and here. Looks like Deborah's going to be the oldest, according to this here, by far, I would say. But let's see how much farther. So we have this plus now 4x plus 8 equals 38. So search for all your x's, put those all together. I've got 1x, one more x, that's 2x. This would be 4x. This would be 8x. So putting that all together, I've got 8x. And then let's put the plain old numbers together. I've got 2, I've got 4, and I've got 8. And so that all together gives me 14. That equals 38. Subtract 14 from both sides. This would cancel. You've got 8x equals, this would be 24. And finally divide both parts or both sides by 8. That means x equals 3. And so if I plug in 3 for x, I get 3. Julio is actually very young. He's 3 years old. Beth is what I want to figure out. How old is Beth? So Beth is 3 plus 2. Beth is 5 years old. And Gerald, if I plugged in 3 right here, 3 plus 2 is 5, and 5 times 2 is 10. And then Deborah was supposed to be 2 times older than Gerald. This part here would still be 10. I'd have 2 times 3 plus 2, 2 times 5 in other words, just 10, and 10 times 2 is 20. A good thing here, why I did everybody, is so that I could check my answer very quickly to see if I did this right. 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 10 is 18, plus 20 is 38. Just like they were supposed to. They're supposed to add up to 38. So this one, I know I got the right answer. Beth, though, is my question asked, or Beth is the age I need to answer the question asked. Number 18 should be choice B. Beth is 5 years old.